Nigerian.
Cameroon,
Zambia,
Ghana,
Nigeria,
South Sudanese,
Trinidadian on my dad's side,
Caribbean heritage,
Ghana,
Kenya,
English-speaking Cameroon,
Ghana, West Africa,
South African and Zimbabwean.
Saskatchewan, the land of the living skies, adopted home to over 14,000 people of African descent. This vibrant community is shaped by diverse stories, some here by choice, while others are here as a result of forces like slavery, colonization, international conflict, financial crisis, and climate change. My name is Florence Mudzongo. I am a registered social worker, a therapist at the University of Saskatchewan Student Wellness Center, and the founder of the Saskatchewan Association of Black Social Workers. Join me on this digital storytelling journey as we celebrate Black excellence and highlight the remarkable contributions of individuals in our community. They'll share their contributions to promote wellness in Saskatchewan and beyond, express the challenges they face, inform us what inspires them and maintains their wellness, and they'll offer their words of wisdom. Their work and research are deeply rooted in the ethos of Ubuntu, emphasizing our shared humanity. Let's embark on this journey together.
My name's Amo Madal. I am going into my 4th year of pharmacy, and I also play on the soccer team. I'm South Sudanese, but I was born in Regina. I play on the U of S Husky women's soccer team. Soccer promotes wellness because it's just a way where you create a community and a family, and I think that's very important to wellness. You need to have people you can talk to, people who you can relate to, and with soccer, it brings people together. Like, it's a team aspect, and with the team, you have to build that trust, and with trust, that's the foundation of any friendships, relationships. So I think that's what promotes wellness.
My name is Darnell Wyke, and my background is Trinidadian on my dad's side and Ukrainian on my mom's side. And I'm the digital content coordinator here at the University of Saskatchewan with Husky Athletics. I'm really interested in sports. I actually used to play baseball for the University of Calgary. For me, I think that sports play a really big part in wellness. When you think about our society right now, it's one of the last few remaining things that really brings people together and can have people root for a shared interest. So I think it's really good, especially in the community, for building those ties together from people who may not necessarily interact with each other on a daily basis.
My name is Dora Chandaea, and I'm originally from Zambia. That's where I came from 29 years ago. And I call Saskatoon as my second home. I'm a mother of one, a young lady who is at university right now. I'm a Saskatoonian, and I love living in Saskatoon. I decided to become a children's author. My daughter, when she was younger, I used to take her a lot to the library. She asked me a question, "Mommy, all the books that we rent from the library, there's nobody who looks like me." That's where the idea came from.
My name is Sonia Reed. I am a Black Canadian and with a Caribbean heritage. My parents are both from Barbados. And I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I am originally from Hamilton, Ontario. I'd also mention that I am a professional singer and a vocal coach, and that is what I get to spend the majority of my time focusing on other than my family. I get the privilege in my vocal coaching to work with individuals that are willing to take the risk of investing in themselves to be better and to build their level of self-awareness, to build their musicality. Sometimes I say that what I ultimately am doing is I'm selling confidence. I get the opportunity to work with people that as they build their confidence around standing in front of others, utilizing this instrument that they've been given, it changes their lives. And it is an integral part of who we are, our voice, whether we're using it to speak, to yell, to sing, for whatever purpose, that is absolutely a part of who we are as a person.
The book came at that time when we could not market it. We tried to go through the schools and we got the same answer. We don't buy books anymore at the moment because we don't have the funding. Printing is very expensive. And I've yet met a lot of people who want to write books, especially for the children. There are a lot of people with so much interest, but the hindrance is the cost for printing.
As a Black man, I think that there's some just challenges and struggles that I face that maybe not everyone else who's not a part of the community is necessarily aware of, or they don't face those same challenges. So one thing for me is just growing up, my dad, he kind of always talked to me about you got to carry yourself a certain way and you have to be just that much more professional than everybody else in order to exist in these spaces and in order to make sure that you make the most out of your opportunities. And I think one challenge for me also that I noticed so far is just in my profession, there's not always a lot of people that look like me that are doing this side of sports, especially in Canada. So one thing that I'm really focused on is trying to create more opportunities for people that look like me in other minority communities to help get them started.
One thing that I find challenging as a student athlete is just being able to balance that time and having the ability to still enjoy the things that I like to do, but also with school and soccer, they're two full-time things. I need to do well in school and also I want to do well on the field. I'm usually one of the only Black people out on the field, so I think that can kind of be burdensome sometimes just because you go out on that field and no one really looks like you. But as I get older, I feel like I'm more comfortable in who I am, and that's not been too big of an issue, but that's definitely something that is also an obstacle sometimes. Being a student and athlete is no small feat. It's difficult. There's definitely times when you just want to quit because it gets to be too much. But in those moments, I can really lean on my teammates, on my family, on my coaches, people who really want the best for me, and that's really what helps me flourish.
Sometimes I definitely have encountered and had interactions that very clearly told me that because I was a woman, that my time and talent weren't valued in the same way as a man would be. I've also encountered situations where the fact that I had a requirement when it came to the financial, what would be exchanged, what I was expecting for pay and my time, that there was a very clear message that was sent, things like, oh, you're just all about money. I've been in settings where I have spoken up about racism and I have been completely disregarded and told that I should just ignore it and I was supposed to be okay with it. I will not tolerate racism anymore. Gone are the days where I feel that I need to make everyone in the room okay with me. When I think about lateral violence, I don't think I've ever felt in moments that I wasn't Black enough until I started to experience that with other Black people. My interactions with others of my own skin color, my own race, have sometimes definitely been tainted with me not being as maybe ethnic or whatever that they expected me to be, but I am who I am, and I'm very proud of who I am. And it doesn't decrease my validity as a Black woman either. part of what I did to combat and to still stay effective in spite of the lateral violence, where I knew I wasn't being accepted, was I changed my audience. And I stopped looking for my own people to accept me and built a new audience. And if my audience at that time was 90% Caucasian or otherwise, then that's fine. That was fine. And so I did that as well with my friendships. I did that as well with the people that I brought into my village for around my family. And I have been able to build a village and build a diverse audience now.
I have written another storybook about our dog. My friend Theodora, she left a bunny with us to look after the bunny. And the relationship that the bunny and our dog created, I thought it was beautiful. It needs to be told to the kids. Snuffles was the best friend to Bunny. The kids can actually learn to say, even if we are different, we can still play together. Every book that has been written in this world has its own readers who are going to find it and they are going to enjoy reading it.
In terms of people who are looking to get involved in sport, I would say actually go get your degree. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Communications and Media Studies. That's really helped me so far in my position, but I would say don't limit yourself to just thinking, you just have to play sports. Like, there's a lot more to it and there's a lot more to get involved with. My parents really drove into me that I could be anything that I wanted to be. So there was nothing that I couldn't do. There was nothing that they wouldn't help me do, whatever it was. I think that was really the biggest thing growing up, and just knowing that I had that 100% belief and support was really big.
I would say to other parents that in this day and age, what we are in, where there is so much more education available around becoming a professional musician, and there's so much more available in this industry. You don't have to be a musician to be in the arts. Maybe you will be a sound engineer and make hundreds of dollars an hour to record other people. You never know. So I would encourage parents, if you have a child that seems to be interested in this, expose them to more options, that it doesn't necessarily have to be only one way. You don't have to be a singer. You don't have to be the guitar player. If you want to, though, I'm a big fan. Yes, do those things, but expose them to what other options and what other careers there are within the arts, because there might be something else that really tweaks for them, that really that they connect with, that will change their lives.
When I first started in university, I started at the University of Regina. So I was a track athlete, high jumping, and I played on the soccer team. I did find some success with high jumping. Like, I was able to auto-qualify to make it to nationals. I won a bronze medal during my time there, so in Can West. So that was one of my proudest accomplishments. Being able to even make it to the varsity level is something I'm proud of, and being a part of a team in that way. And then also with academics, when I was at the U of R, just being an academic all-Canadian really shows the hard work that I've put in on the field, on the track, and in the classroom. Just recently, I was awarded the Athlete on Track bursary. So that's a scholarship that is awarded to Black athletes. It was a great opportunity, not just because of the money, but the mentorship that I was provided, and just being able to build those connections and further help me move into the workforce and be prepared for what I have further ahead after university. The advice that I'd give to someone who wants to pursue this pathway that I'm on, if you want to do it, you just have to believe in yourself. I think that goes a long way. And then just knowing what you want is part of how you can get to where you want to be. So I think establishing that, and then just having the confidence in yourself to go for it, and not worrying about the what ifs, because that can really hold you back if you're really worried about, what if it doesn't work out? But there's a chance that it can work out. So I think having that self-belief can help you move far in life and reach your goals. So I would say that.
Colossians 2 verse 10 in the Bible, and it says, "For you are complete in him who is the head of all principalities and powers." The reason that I look at that is because when I think about walking my life out whole, I want to be reminded on a daily basis that I am complete. And that is what I hold on to. It doesn't mean that I don't have weaknesses or areas that I want to improve or things that I don't know. But in spite of that, I am complete. So when I walk into situations or life presents me with problems, what I need will be there. It'll be provided, I'll find it, I'll learn it, we'll figure it out, the answer will come because I am complete.
Nothing is hard as long as you apply yourself. So that's a really big thing that I follow every single day. Just because if your dreams are big, it's not going to be easy to achieve them. So it's always just that encouragement to just not give up, because on the path to success, there's going to be a lot of speed bumps. There's going to be a lot of setbacks, but it's how you respond to that and how you get up, dust yourself off, and keep going is the biggest thing. So
being the change that you want to see in the world, so always looking out for other people and also, supporting others, and no matter what your skin color is, what your religious beliefs are, sexual identity, everyone's the same, and we should treat everyone with respect. So that's really what I try to live by.
I'm reading a proverb from Zimbabwe, and it is from Shona tribe, and it says, "The chakata fruit on the ground belongs to all, but the one on the tree is for she who can climb." So for me, it's like, I'm not gonna sit on the ground. I can climb and get what I want. So definitely don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged, because if you want the fruit, you can climb and go get it.